Gamers, Balak, I'm back playing Star Citizen. If you don't know what Star Citizen is, look it up. Star Citizen is a game that's been out for a couple years. Chris Roberts doing it. If you don't know who Chris Roberts is, you need to look that up. But it's a game that I've had, and they have made huge improvements in the past couple years. It's the largest crowdfunded game ever. Here, before I start talking, let's get out of here.
Launch complete.
I need to take off from this pad. This is just what we're looking at, just so you know. This is a ship that I don't own, that is part of the free fly. You get to fly it. So it's awesome. It is the most awesomest ship I think I've had the privilege of flying in Star Citizen. This is what it looks like from the outside. Come back into the inside. Let's cruise away from where we're at right now. Man, that's a sweet ride. Sweet ride. Full throttle. Out of the Armistice zone. Let's take a trip. Let's see where we want to go. We're going to go. Here is, that's where we're at, Port Alisar. This is the system that we're in. This is the planet that's there. These are all the moons of this planet. This is the system as a whole. And here is Hurston. This is the planet they just patched into the game. Let's take a trip over there. Click it here. Set route. F1 back out. Follow the little green line. Until you get to the reticle set up. There it is right there. Looking into the sun. We're going to spool up the hyperdrive. Spooling. And we're off. I'll show you what it looks like from the outside. Whoa, big stutter as we enter hyperspace, leaving that system. And just so everybody's understanding, they've built this virtual landscape. We are going from point A to point B using hyperspace, the mini wormhole, to go. But at any time we could be interdicted and get dropped out of hyperspace and have to fight or do whatever else happens up in the game. It's a random thing. It doesn't happen very often right now. They're still working on that section of the game. But so to go from that where we were at to that planet, it's a good little trip. In fact, go back into here. If you look down here at this screen. I don't have a screen. Ah! This is a little different than the other ships I'm used to. But if we go back into F1 and we go here, that's where we're at. That's where we need to go. It's going to take a few minutes to get there, and this is just in this one star system. So, that means is we are going to get up while my ship is flying. And go take a look at the ship. How awesome is this? This is the 600i. Ship I do not have, ship I would love to get, but the only way to get it at this point is to buy it with real money. And it's really expensive. They spent a lot of time and effort on all these ships, making them super realistic. I mean, so realistic that if there's landing gear and it has to go into a place when you close the landing gear, then it goes into a place that's virtually built into the ship. Everything is, it's about as close to Enter scanning station. Let's try this. It's about as close to being in space that you actually can get. So they obviously don't have the scanning stations up yet. So that's back out of that chair. Let's see where we're at. Oh, it took my map away. So I know we're not even to the star yet. So we're still good. Wow, ship is huge. It's a technological feat, and I don't think people understand exactly what Chris Roberts and guys have done, gals, and you as a whole. Look at this bar here. Wow. Haha. Drink. To be able to walk around on your ship while it's flying and not move around, be stuck to the plates. It's something that's not easily done. Look at that. You're in hyperspace. There's the sun, and we're still moving towards the planet. This is just a luxury yacht or something, man. This is pretty awesome. That's all I know. Look at this kitchen. It's got everything in here. Wow. I don't know what any of this is. I'm gonna assume this takes me outside. Let's not do that. While we're in hyperspace. This is a cool ship. It's cooler than any ship that I have, and I have two ships. I have a small explorer type fighter, and then I have a larger explorer that will be used for. Where am I at? See, I don't even know where I'm at. Gotta go this way. That will be used for hauling stuff eventually. Wow. Let's get back in the seat. How do I have that? Sure. Show me exit. I can't get back in the chair. Enter pilot seat. There we go. Weird. The menus have gotten much better. I'm just reading some of this chat. At first, they were a little difficult to use. They've streamlined them, smoothed them out. This, like your heads-up display, this is what you got. I mean, you look right here. This is power. I can move the power to the back, to the front. I can give it to the weapons. I can give it to the settings, the systems. You can change your stealth mode. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff that you can do. It's just ultra realistic, and personally, I love it. Something that a big Star Trek guy, I always wanted to play Star Trek Online, and when it came out, I was super happy and excited. Just like Star Wars Galaxies, I was super excited. I tried to get into Eve, did not work out for me. But this is something that is really special when it comes to games. They've done something that no other company has, and it's completely, it's crowdfunded. People like me, by buying a ship that cost $50 3 years ago, I helped fund this game, and it's got $300 million that they've been doing. They've had to create the infrastructure. They've created everything from scratch, for the most part. And with that comes all the headaches, but also all the championships. Of the champions of development that they've done. It's just an awesome game to watch evolve. I do get bored sometimes, like when they first came out with the Stanton, which was that, or Port Alisar, which is the space station. That's cool. It's a space station. You can fly around. Then you can go land on some moons, and then but you can't really do anything. Now they're starting to look at the planet. See it right there? planet's coming up on us. Um, watch this. Bam! And this is a planet that they just came out with. And what makes it so impressive? It's like 1/3 scale of an actual planet. I have been exploring it off and on in my other ships, and it's got oceans, it's got different biomes, which if you know anything about playing online games, that's it's unheard of to this type of level. It's procedural. It's it's unreal what they've done here. In fact, so unreal. We're gonna go down and check it out. Not sure what that noise is. I've never had this ship before, so I don't quite know. Accidentally shot something. Hmm. All right. It's gone. Whatever it was. Let's see if we can't enter the atmosphere. Look at that ocean. We're going 975, and we've got a ways to go. I mean, it is a huge planet. As you can see up above me, there's a moon. Um, I mean, look at we're just rolling. Look at that, rolling in style tonight. Unreal. I'm not sure what this thing costs in real money, but it's a good chunk of change. Probably a few $100s for you to have access to this playing it in the game. But remember, that money helps them develop the game even farther and even better than what they've done so far. Realistically, all these games, or I'm sorry, all these ships that are in the game, you'll be able to buy in game. You just buy the game once. Buy once the thing gets released. You buy it once. All the money you make in game, you'll be able to trade that, all the virtual money, for any ship that's in here. I don't know what that little thing is up front. I keep seeing that little right there. See that? All the way up at the front. Weird. Um, you'll be able to buy them, but until then, you can help development by purchasing ships of different caliber. I mean, this is a huge ship to get up and walk around in just different levels and different floors. And there's other ships that are bigger than this one, um, but this is the largest ship by far that I have flown in this game. I mean, look at that, and we're getting ever closer to the planet. But there's atmosphere, there's gravity. I mean, everything is in play. Real physics. Um, it's as close to realistic as you're ever going to get in a game right now, as far as space exploration goes. Let's get back into here and see where we're at. Yep, I'm going as fast as I can go. My other ships are a little faster. They'll go like 1,200 meters a second. I mean, this is. If we can ever get there, you'll see what I mean. So they're going to have not just this one, but a whole galaxy. I mean, that's the plan. We'll see how far they get, but literally a whole galaxy of of star systems and points of interest. Missions to do, mining to be done. It's mind-boggling what the plan is up to this point, and I see no end in sight. People get mad, like I said, that they're growing the game and they've changed it, but people want it. The player base wants it, and if the player base wants it, they're going to give it to them. And again, they're creating all this from scratch. So the game engine itself was CryEngine, which is another uh, ultra realistic game engine that's been out for a while. But they took the CryEngine and modified it so much they ended up going away from it and using a similar version that Amazon uses. So all these servers are now on the Amazon cloud. But they've done so much, tweaking. It's really unreal. It's just awesome. I don't know where my green tracking thing is going, but let's take a look. Let's see. Nope. But that's where we're at, is Hurston right here. And these are the moons. A lot of people don't like that it takes so long to get to and from the surface of the planet. But the scale that they're doing this game on, there's really no other way to do it. You have to do it like this. I mean, they could speed it up a little bit, I guess, but they need to set these parameters and they need to stick with it, because if you're in a ship and you're entering the atmosphere and you're not burning up, but you're getting hot and sparks are flying, and the planet is so big. I mean, I have been to some of the moons. Um, like if you look, let me see if we go into that menu all the way out. I mean, I have been. Here's Crusader. I have been to all these moons there. And it takes a while to get down to the surface there, but not like this. But this planet here is just it's so much larger in scale. It's unreal. Now they have these other planets on here, but I don't think they're in game yet. In fact, I tried to go to this one, boom, and I made it out there, but there's no planet there in game. It's on the map, but it's not in game. Same with the rest of these. Hurston is there. And that's where we're at right now. Got to be careful because there are such things as G-forces in the game, and you will black out. And you can have, they call it decoupling, where you can take all the safety measures off and kind of do what you want, like fly straight forward, spin the ship around and point the other direction and fire behind you, and then turn back around and keep going. So you can go into decoupled mode. Um, it's much harder to fly. You gotta know what you're doing. So I'll just stick with this for now. So we've been recording now. I've been making this video for about 20 minutes or so. And there was another whole section that I did before this, but we kept getting kicked off the server, so I couldn't show you anything. It's free, the free fly weekend. basically is what they're doing. So you can log in and you can test out a bunch of ships and not have to pay for anything for a limited time. And I think because of that, we've got a lot of people on there. And yeah, so I was getting losing connection to the server. Um, Once I got back in and got back into this ship, that's when I started recording again. So here we are. It was only down for about 10 minutes, but so the lore behind Hurston is that it's a planet that's owned by a corporation, and there's a major city on here called Lorville. I've been to the city. It has a train system. It's so big you have to sit on the train to go from one end to the other to go to the spaceport to call your ship. You can go to the outskirts and you can call your ground vehicle. I have a little doom buggy thing. That's the scale that we're working on here. This thing is slick, man. It's gotta hit this atmosphere and do well. My a couple of my other ships they tend to buffer a lot when they hit the atmosphere. Glass in the front there. I have to have a drink after this. Let's see what it looks like when you fire the weapons. Nice. This thing is slick. I will be buying one of these with in-game money eventually. I've supported the game enough with my own cash, I think. I mean, some people just have money to burn, but I'm not one of those people. So hey, that looks like it's a cannon for shooting backwards. You can go sit back there and have somebody be a tail gunner. That's cool. This does not strike me as a battleship, though. We're gonna get there, I promise. Most of this planet seems to be a deserty type stuff. There are some trees and some. There we go. Looks like we're starting to hit the atmosphere a little bit. I guess I'm not going fast enough to actually spark. So typically, you'll see sparks flying off the front. Our current altitude now is 54,000 feet. Coming down to 40,000 feet. And as you notice, my speed drops automatically to help keep me in a safe position from not dying. think I want to go up this way a bit, level off, and head over towards that ocean that we saw. Afterburner's going, get some speed back up a little bit. As you can tell, my max safe speed is, it's going down 470, 460. The wind's buffeting us a little bit. So all those little ports you see, those are all thrusters that are working in real time to keep us level and straight. Other ships, you'll actually see the nozzles move around left and right. Coming down to 8,000 feet. Level off here a bit. Landscape of Hurston is awesome. One day, I'm sure we'll have planets that have jungles and swamps and everything else. But I think for right now, this is more than most of us had even thought was going to be possible with this game when we started backing it, because it wasn't going to be anything like this. You know, it was going to be a single-player game, and then it was going to be a universe where you could dogfight and stuff and do some shipping and trading. That's new. Exit atmosphere at that mark. I don't want to. I want to cancel this trip that I have programmed in here. I just don't know how to. Oh, here we go. Won't let me cancel it. That's all right. Once we land and get out, we'll be able to cancel it. Very large ship. It does not go as fast as my other ships that I have while in the atmosphere. I think we gotta get to the other side of that mountain range there, and then we'll see the water. Unfortunately, we can't go any faster than 198 meters a second. Still slowly dropping. Pull it up just a little bit, try to level off. Now, just a reminder, there are other people in this server right now, flying other ships, doing other things, at other moons, and they could at any time, if one was to see me, decide to attack me. The thing is, the universe is getting bigger and bigger, and this planet is huge. And we'd be hard pressed to see anybody until we get close to the city. There's a shadow of this ship down there. I mean, that's the kind of detail that those of us that have backed this game have longed for. I mean, this is it. As they get the animation smoothed out with the NPCs, and it's becoming the most realistic, high fidelity game that there's been in the sci-fi genre. You know, I'm at a loss for words oftentimes when I play this game, just because I'm in awe of what I'm looking at. I mean, I come from I'm not a young gamer, so this is something that was truly in the realm of science fiction when I was a kid, that you could actually play a video game that was like this. And now we can. I think I'm gonna go land over here on one of these little island thingies. In fact, let's do this one over here. Now I'm playing this game with a keyboard and mouse for looking around, and while I'm flying, I have two joysticks by Thrustmaster. I have a HOTAS, which is the one that sits upright with all the buttons. Then I have a secondary one that I use for power, and got other buttons programmed in there for, like, you know, afterburners and landing gear and all that kind of stuff. We're gonna land right here. Landing gear down. Now I'm pretty good at landing. I mean, I can do it from first person view as well, but I just like to look at it as it's landing. We're gonna park the nose right there. Let's take her down. Boom. Look at that. Now, when you're looking at it from this view, the scale is like, yeah, doesn't look huge. The landscape doesn't look huge, but you know, it just looks nice and pretty, right? Let's get out of this chair. Now let's go take a walk outside. Gotta call the elevator. And this ship just gets me. Hits me right in the right spot, man. Let me in. Can I get in, please? Hello? Oh. Exit ship. This is the scale that we're looking at. Magnificent. Look at that. Wow. And it didn't look like I was that far away, right? Look at that. Wow. I'm just going to keep saying wow. Hi, Balak here, and I'm playing Star Citizen. Wow. That's going to be my thing now. Look at that. Let's go up on this rock here. You do have stam loss and regen and all that kind of stuff. Look at that view. Wow. And that's what 300 million to get you. Oh. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed this kind of a glimpse into the world of Star Citizen and what they're doing. They're doing some amazing things. They've created some amazing tech. Look at that planet up there, that moon. And they just keep moving forward. This is not going to stop. And I'm kind of glad I was there at the ground level when it started. And I look forward to seeing what's going to happen with it. And I'll put some more videos out, and we'll keep exploring the universe of Star Citizen. Thanks, guys. We'll see you in the next one, and peace. Wow, look at that sunset. Sunset over the 600i.